Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, gentlemen? Good morning. What's up? Fluffy, morning. Composite, morning. Yuri, what's going on, bro? Ryan, morning. How we doing, gentlemen? Yo, yo. Good morning. How we feeling today? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Bradley, morning. What's going on? Hey, Jay, in it to win it. There we go. Love Mon. What's going on? Morning. Ah, this thing's ripping, huh? Ton of volume came in. Happy day. Yo, yo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Love the price action. There you go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, gentlemen? Feeling good. One of the best trading weeks since December. There we go. That'll do it. Well, make sure you hold on to that profit. It's Friday. Going to the weekend. Going to the weekend green. How we doing, gentlemen? Just a reminder, new stream, new like button. New like button. So, since it's Friday, and we hit the 150 like goal yesterday, we're going to up it to 200. So, 200 likes, we'll run a giveaway for you guys. I'm thinking one of the Lucid 50Ks. I'm thinking one of the Lucid 50Ks. But we'll talk about it. So, run the like button up while we all funnel in. I agree. Listen to Fluffy. Fluffy knows. Drax, morning. Anthony, how you doing, brother? See that? You overperformed, then they asked for more. LOL. Well, we hit 200, or we set the goal at 200 early in the week, and we didn't quite get there. Listen, I want the giveaways for you guys just as much as you want them. Jamie, what's going on, bro? How was your session this morning? How'd you do? Yeah, little pulse check, guys. How's everybody else doing? How we trading? How's the week? Are we green? How's today? Start another eval today. Want to finish it? Literally at 2,900. Only missing $100 and you're very afraid. That is the hardest $100 to make. I feel you, Yuri. Up 20 points. Nice, Root. Took the week off. Nice. Session was good. 500 green, which is great for a Friday. Yeah, man. I don't know. Something about Fridays. I get myself into trouble on Fridays all of the time. And it sucks, because you want to go into the weekend green and happy. You don't want to give back anything you made during the week. I've had a pretty good week here. A ton of really nice trades, so giving that back on a Friday sucks. Composite plus 201. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Just a reminder, if you guys are in the Discord, if you're not, firstly, if you're not in the Discord, tbm.gg/discord. It's down in the banner below my face. Or you can go in the description, find it there. Hop in there, toss any trades you took in spec trades. Something I want to do kind of towards the end of the week on Fridays is if you had a banger trade at any point during the week and you have a screenshot or a video, toss that in spec trades. We'll go over it. Same thing if you took a nice trade today, you want to go over a trade you took today, toss that in spec trades. Hang around. We'll do that a bit later. So, Jorge, what's going on? How we trading? Yeah, Friday sucked for me. Glad I did okay. Better than the minus 3,000 day last Friday. That's what I'm saying. Minus 3,000 on a Friday? Oh. One of the most painful things is going into the weekend, knowing you had a good week, and you just gave it all back on Friday. So, count preservation is key. Jamie, I've had a... Oh, you're asking Tex. I was going to say. Yeah, Tex, how are you doing? All right. Lost your PA on Monday. Trying to pass a new eval now. Yeah, man. Trying to remember what Monday looked like. Let's take a look at the daily, because the beginning of the week was a little weird. Was Monday that nice green pump up? That slow grind? I think Monday was that weird slow grind, right? Working on a new 25k flex eval. Haven't tried them yet. Hit the 50% mark. There you go. 6:30 for the day. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think Monday was that weird slow grind up nonsense. Oh, we got the hourly up. That weird kind of rage-inducing slow grind. What was Monday? Yeah. And then we fell back down to earth at the end of the day. Pumped on Tuesday, and we've been just selling off. Back below that June low that we set. Looks a bit scary here. A lot of room below. Interesting spot. Very interesting spot. Definitely quite an interesting spot in NQ at least. All right. Yeah, I noticed that too, Jamie. A lot of people are buying the 25Ks. I have had one of the slowest mornings I've had in a long time. So I have not taken a trade yet. I was watching down here around initial balance. Saw all that volume coming in. I tossed it in Discord because it was quite interesting. Bunch of 100 orders, like 120, 150, 180 on the buy and sell side coming in down here on market. So the put in a ton of volume down here around like right below 28,300. So I'm interested to see where this thing goes. You know, swept the lows, put in a ton of volume, a lot of size coming in on both the bid and the ask. Quite an interesting spot. Alright, we got like 130 people in here, guys. New stream, new like button. We only have 30 likes. Toss a like on there. We are trading the Tradeify funded account today. So, looking for a trade or two in here. 50 points would do. Quite an interesting spot. 200 likes will run the giveaway. I'm going to toss it up on screen a little later once we get a bit closer. So make sure you guys do what you got to do to that like button. All right. Yeah, what, the 25Ks, is that... I see a lot of, Tradeify 25Ks and Lucid 25Ks. SUV. Gonna touch the like button. Hey, I told you, do whatever you gotta do to that thing, you know? Todd Lewis. Took the account so funded. Caught a rip this morning? Oh, GG's. GG's, Todd. What were you trading again, Todd? Were you trading the 25Ks? I feel like you were one of the guys trading a, either a TPT, yeah, SUV, either a TPT or Lucid 25K. Oh, Todd won an account. What did he win? GG's, Todd. Deserved. Well deserved. You've been in here hanging out. 50 Pro. Nice. Well, there you go. Trying the 25K take profits again. Yep. First payout was on those. There you go. Lucid Pro. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, Lucid 50Ks are super popular too. That's going to be my next adventure. We're in Apex and Tradeify accounts right now. I think I'm going to grab some Lucid 50K flex accounts. Talk to Danny. Danny was trading the 50K flex accounts. Seemed to really enjoy them, so we're gonna move over there. Lyrics. What's going on? Still putting in a ton of volume down here. Did we, point of control flip to... Yeah. Was this point of control flip? No, it's been down here, actually. It's been down here. We've put in the majority of our volume down here in the New York session. Well, interesting. Flipped, yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured once we broke out, you know, the first 30 minutes of the day, we've just been putting in all this volume down here. Yep, and there it goes. Not huge buying either. Just really a lack of sellers unable to step in. A lot of buying in small size. 1s, 2s, 3s. What did Papa tweet? Yeah, who has the Truth Social API? What'd he say? Who's paying 100K for that? Just got 100 points off of that and passed the eval. Well, GG's, Anthony. It's a well-timed pump back into VWAP. Point of control just flipped to 420 on your chart. Interesting. The old fluffer pump. Yeah, GG's. Toss a GG's in chat for Anthony. That's sweet. Anthony, what account are you trading? Oh, and your Tradeify account composite. Interesting. You know, it blew my mind last night seeing Jaws, pulling Jaws' stream up and seeing Tradeify. Pakistan and Iran explore a path towards new talks with the U.S. in a China-initiated push. All right. From sources. All right. Okay. You're trading an Apex 25K intraday? Very nice. Very nice. With such violent momentum or movement, do you still keep your 1-to-2 risk-reward ratio? Yes, Jeffy, I do. But what I do when ATR... So if you take a look down here, ATR is at like 75. So ATR is quite elevated. What I do when ATR is this high is I tend to size down. So ATR above 40, and I'll move into half-size positioning using micros. So trading 5 micros rather than 1 mini. Although 75 is quite elevated. So with that being said, sometimes I will even scale a little lower and move into like 3 micros. Always keeping that 2-to-1, always risking $250, always looking to make $500. Just adjusting the size of my position based on the average size of the candles for the day. Right? Same movement, but it's a different scale, essentially. Anthony, they are the only 16 bucks that ever got a payout. Never gotten a payout because you can't pass the evals. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you do you. I mean, now that you're in there, right? Like, you know, make sure you take a deep dive into the structure of those funded accounts. First time there, make sure you're looking up the FAQs, especially on Apex. Make sure you learn, figure out what exactly you're in for. Frank, any news that caused this rip? Scroll up. Someone tossed some news in there, although I'm not sure if that's the catalyst or not, or what, but ton of buying coming in here. 64, 36. Now we're getting some buying with size, so a lot of small size buying to break above these highs, and now we're getting a good chunk of sizable buying coming in. So, interesting spot. Maybe long a pullback of this, although, okay. It's just going to go without us. More sizable buying coming in, 74. Take it with Agreed. Agreed, Tex. Been using Apex for a year. Know what they're all about. Yeah. I mean, there is something to be said about familiarity. 54 coming in. 20. Small size buying continuing to come in. Putting in volume above, let's see. Let's look at NQ's VWAP. Market said, see ya. Yep. Yep. Sitting above value area high, sitting above VWAP. Definitely moving. I mean, I really do wish buying getting absorbed. Still coming in size, though. I do wish, I mean, I saw it down here. I saw this increase in volume. I saw the seller step up. I saw buyers answering. This is almost like a Jaws setup. I'm sure if he was looking at this, he would have seen those delta bubbles coming in. He was looking at this on his motive wave charts. This is almost like the Jaws setup, right? Come down, sweep the lows. You see sellers coming in around 28,300. Step in again. You see buyers step in, some passive buying, and boom, we pump. And now buyers are, you know, defending this move, right? Coming in here strong, adding here. So, yeah, I wish I was able to get long somewhere down here. That would have been a sweet trade. I think Matt was trying to get long down here too. In hindsight, so obvious. As it always is, but... yeah, for the most part, pumping without us. Like a test of the 15-minute orb. Where's that? 28,460? Let's see. 460, yeah. Yeah, I want to see some kind of lower wick and then continuation higher. I just don't like to enter off of these large moves, right? Like, you get this large move and you tend to get a little, you know, reaction down. Large move. Continued up here to, like, 560. Wicking below right now. I have to flip this red. Yep. So, interesting spot. But it is Friday, so taking it nice and slow, trying to hang on to this week's profits. No need to force anything. No need to go into the weekend down on ourselves. Account preservation, the name of the game. Especially on a Friday. Strong reaction off the top here. Seller stepped up. Some size, small size. Kind of all the things. Interesting push into VWAP. Slight close above it. Large wick above. I still want to get long into the I mean, at least I'm looking at, like, you know, initial balance high up here. Although we are now smoothly sitting just above the 50% of this daily range, sitting right on the inside. So, what would Sweaty do? Where do the fibs go? What does Sweaty Tech say about this? Is this how Sweaty Tech works? You'd toss a fib on this, and then you'd look to short something like this, or am I longing like this? All I know about Sweaty Tech is that 61.8 is pretty magical. How's that work? You looking for... I have no clue how fibs work. I'm gonna be completely honest. Sizable selling coming in again. And buying. So, responding, right? We got 100 in... let's see, 873. 28,473. So, ton of selling in here, and then immediately a bunch of buying in response. 100 orders. Lot of size moving around today, man. Lot of size coming in on the time and sales. Look for a retrace to the 61.8. So, like, if I'm plotting this move down on a fib, do I want to retrace into 61.8 and then continuation, right? I'm not looking for, like, break above, back in. Exactly. So since it broke structure, I'd be drawing from the bottom up, right? So, like, I'm no longer looking at this move since it came down and then broke above those 61.8s. I'd be looking at, like, toss the fib on here, look for a retracement into the 61.8, and then continue long. Yeah, root, that did play. Lot of size coming in. I mean, buyers, just every time a seller steps in, right? You're seeing this seller response, boom, 100. Kick us down below VWAP, boom, 100. Although a lot of it's getting absorbed. A lot of volume being put in here. Too much discretion. That's what I'm saying. It's like swing to swing, Bradley. Like, I don't, you know, like, you could draw a fib anywhere on here, right? And make a line match up with, I guess it is context, right? It's all context. Every indicator, every line drawn on a chart. It's all just layers of context that you're trying to use to gauge price and momentum and movement and sentiment. But tell you what, when I see Jaws draw one of those and I see it perfectly bounce off of that, and I hear him call out the sweaty tech, it makes me a little jealous. I wish I knew what I was doing when it came to fibs. '60s have been playing well today. I mean, 50s, 60s, yeah. Where's this? 50s, 60s, 50s, 60s, 50s, 60s, 50s, 60s. About down here. 60s. About up here. And not so much here. What about the top? Eh. Got you, Bradley. Okay, more sellers. I mean, ton of volume coming in today. Check Discord. Yeah, I got you. Trading chat? What are we looking at? What am I looking at here? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm looking at something. Chat, what is this? Okay, so we got the fibs. Okay, so you drew your fib bottom to top. Okay, exactly. So the last move, right? So you drew it bottom to top, looking for a pullback into the 50% and continuation higher. Yeah? I'm assuming? Blink twice if yes. Okay, cool. Right, yeah, so the idea is I would not be drawing a fib on this move. So maybe, like, so if I drew a fib on this move down, it would be looking for a pullback up and then continuation lower. But if I'm looking for continuation higher, draw the fib bottom up, look for a pullback and take it. Okay. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. Thank you. We're learning. Good shout. Appreciate that. See what I mean? I mean, I've been trading how long, and there's so many different approaches for it or to it. You can take it like a million different ways. It's just a way to size retracements. Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what I'm doing with you know, my standard deviations over here. I'm just looking for a way to gauge the size on pullbacks, looking for continuation, trying to get in with a relatively safe entry. Right, that's what, like, I mean, ICT is doing the same thing, I think, right? You're looking for these fair value gaps, a pull back into it, and then continuation lower. Or a break above, and then a quick pullback into the inverse fair value gap. I have no clue how ICT works. Full transparency, so... But, you know, it's all ways of sizing pullbacks and trying to get your stop in a safe place to try to grab some of the move. Have I ever watched the Trader Kane? It's pretty much all he does. Trade the 50% of a leg, then back to the 50% of another. I have not. I watched him when he came in, I guess, last Friday with Matt. Interesting perspective. I mean, he's made a ton of money. Made a ton of money. 1.4, $1.8 million on Apex or something like that. Crazy. Guys, listen to Bradley, though. 200 likes. 50k Lucid. 50k Lucid. Sweaty Tech x Liam Tech. Hey, there we go. You know, that played out in one of the Globex sessions. We, me and Jaws were hanging out. I was chatting in one of the Globex sessions. I found an entry. He was using the Sweaty Tech. I found an entry using my standard deviations. They lined up and took a 50-pointer long. Don't know much, but you do know to hit the like button. Yeah, exactly. More buying coming in here. See what I mean? Like, every time we get some selling, 68. We get more buying, just stacking in on top of it. Every time. You get 100 here. Boom. 100 come in. On the buy side. Quite interesting. Ton of selling came in down here in size. Buyer stepped up, took it from him. Defending on the way up. Yeah, trading above VWAP. Initial balance high. Not too far off. Cody, nope. If you check out the link in the description, tbm.gg/Liam, not only is there a beautiful, gigantic picture of my face, but you can also check out a little bit about me, how I trade, how long I've been trading, what I like to trade. You can also go to the streamers tab, check that out, and see the schedule for all the streamers. So I come on every morning, Monday through Friday, after Matt. He streams his regular hours, market open. Sounds like we need to do a stream with this sweaty fella. Listen, he's in Discord lurking, so if you wanna find the mystical sweaty, just ping him in Discord. He'll immediately throw out some crazy fib tech at you. He posts some really good trades. I've seen him. He's posted like a 350 pointer in the Discord. He's going for the big 400 pointer. So cool dude though. That being said, perfect time to plug the Discord. Down at the bottom banner below my face, tbm.gg/Discord. Hop in there if you're not already in there. It's also in the description. Feel like the best strategies are often the most simple. Yeah, I mean, Anthony, right? We were talking about this a little bit yesterday, right? It's like every strategy you're using, whether it's an indicator or, you know, you're drawing lines on the chart, you're using channels, you're looking at VWAP, initial balance, value area, above, below, inside, out value, auction theory, ICT, you know, whatever you're trading, you're you know, looking for volume spikes, watching the level 2, trading the DOM, whatever it is, you're trying to gain context and use that to understand price, right? Like, it all comes down to price. Some people put absolutely nothing on their chart and just trade price. So, you know, I think some of the best strategies are people that understand, you know, at the end of the day, indicators or entry models or whatever it is just a piece of context you're using to try to understand price. And get in safely and get out and make some money. And that's quite simple, if you think about it like that. Don't like this this rejection up here. Although wicks like to get run. Todd, the first. Yeah, SUV. I mean, like, you know, there's a ton of ways to make money. There's a ton of ways to lose money. So, it's very important that you develop your own understanding of the market and price action and, you know, find a unique way to get in and get out. Would you say a man who trains one kick 1,000 times is more dangerous than a man who trains 1,000 kicks one time? Absolutely. I mean, what's the saying? It's like 10,000 hours. Is it you gotta do something for 10,000 hours before you become a master? Is that buyers losing steam or consolidation? I don't know. I mean, you're seeing sellers stepping in here. That VWAP play might have been nice. I mean, how much off the bottom here in the last 30 minutes or like 40 minutes, we've extended 250. We're up 250 points. So, yeah, it's 10,000 hours. Yeah. Yeah. Gareth, what's going on, bro? Base hit on VWAP, wanted more. Yeah, I would have played. About to add up your hours real quick. Yep. I do not think APEC tracks them. Light Friday at work for you? There you go. Girth, do you trade at work? Are you one of those guys, or do you just toss the stream on like a podcast and hang out and listen to market stuff? Because I used to be that guy. All right, bumping into a value area high up here. Floppy, I trade at work. Nice. Solid time frame, or no? Yeah. So 92 sellers stepped in, kind of got absorbed, but curious to see if we get some buying. I do not like this. This is pretty ugly here. More sellers stepping in, a little bit of size. Camping around VWAP. Yeah, VWAP just bouncing off of the top and creating these nasty wicks up here. VWAP chop. Yep. That appears to be the name of the game. I mean, wicks get run, but like, yuck. How much would you risk reward on a 250K account? That depends. You know, to each his own, but I think, I don't know what the profit target on a 250K eval is, or the profit target on like a funded account would be. 100 and 112 sellers stepping in. Yeah, if you, the cumulative sellers stepping in here and here is quite a bit. So, curious if we see a reaction out of buyers. I think that pushes us higher. Every time sellers have stepped in, buyers have defended on the way up here and then, you know, at the bottom down here. 10K drawdown, 50K, 15K profit. I mean, 6.5K on the Apex Legacies. Yeah, it really depends on the, you know, the ratio between drawdown and that profit target. I know on some of the larger accounts that ratio is a little worse compared to the 50Ks. So it'd probably be more on the conservative size, basing it more on the drawdown limit versus the actual target, just because the drawdown is kind of the limitation on some of those bigger accounts. Granted, you have a ton more. It really depends. I mean, I would definitely be trading minis. Maybe a grand? Maybe looking for a grand? Risking... Nah, it still feels crazy. Risking 500, looking for a grand. Trying to make $1,500, risking 750. I mean, I'm a big believer in that 2-to-1 just because I like consistency. But you can trade that however, right? You can trade a 3-to-1 if you want to call it a fixed 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. You just got to understand the math behind, you know, what your success rate looks like, and if that success rate with that sizing will be profitable in the long run on your equity curve. 10%. Yeah. Yeah, what's weird is, like, right, we call it 10%, but that's also based on a quote-unquote, like, a 50K or 100K. But, like, your actual drawdown is not represented by, call it 10% of that actual number on the account. Right? Like, you don't have 50, you're not actually given 50K on the drawdown side. You might be able to profit, you know, 10% of the account, but you cannot take 10% of the account in drawdown. Okay, yeah, there you go, 10% of the drawdown. Yeah. It's a great way to look at it. I like that. Bradley knows his stuff, huh? Okay. Exactly. Gives you 10 consecutive losses off of RIP before failure. Exactly. So that's how I that's why in like 50Ks I'm doing that 250 buck. You know, gets you 8. Build it up. Or if you're on $2,500 of drawdown, you get 10. Bradley, look up if you're into that kind of thing, look up like risk of ruin and the probabilities of consecutive outcomes. It's pretty interesting. Because that also plays a factor, right? Like in the long run, you flip a coin 1,000,000 times, it's going to be like, you're going to get pretty close to 50-50. But if we flip a coin 5 times right now, we could hit tails 5 in a row. It's kind of, you know, it's not super improbable. Law of large numbers and all that good stuff. So that definitely affects like risk of ruin and you know. Just popped in. Any trades today? No. Slow day today. Trying to hold on to the accounts. So far, just yapping. Although this VWAP held here. Probability and statistics, man. I mean, yeah, it's the name of the game, right? You're handed a set of rules. That set of rules largely determines, you know, if you'll make money using whatever system you're using. So it's good to know a little bit, or at least explore that side of things. Math is cool. That's what I tell myself, at least. I actually don't know what firm offers 250Ks. That's with a 15K to 10K ratio. Yeah, I don't know. That's gnarly. Or you could trade them more conservatively, give yourself a large account with more, you know, padding, essentially. Gotcha. Top Step did a limited run on those. Alright, so wicks get run. Pullback, could not sustain it. Buyer stepped up. Coming in with some size. That couple hundred coming in here. What's... no good way to size a pullback here. 50% retrace of the little range. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking top to bottom here on this initial reaction, 50% basically in a VWAP and continued higher. Interesting bid up here. I mean, it's, you know, we bounce fairly violently off. We consolidate, come back down, boom, violent move, consolidate, kind of a violent move now. So I expect a violent push into initial balance high here. Is there a way to get in long? I don't know. Maybe value area high, top of some of these wicks. Wicks get run, so... Yeah, I agree. 600 also sitting right above, right? We're only 25 points away from 600. I would love to catch a long into these highs, a quick rip through. I mean, look at the volume we put in earlier, pre-market, up above, right? So a lot of volume sitting above. Giant chunk of volume came in here. Lot traded at 650. Is there a way to get in here safely? Let's head over to micros because ATR is still sitting around 70. Volume below. Is there a way to get long? 35. 30 could be interesting. Where's that put our stop? What's our stop? Above VWAP, which I don't like. 15 could be very interesting. I like 15, although I do not know if we come down and tag it. Gonna try 15. It's kind of out of the way, but with these moves, don't mind being out of the way. Whatever, that's fine. 25-point stop. Shout out having to put in orders manually because... Oh, wait, I can use bracket orders because I'm only using one funded account today. Would love to see a 515 test. Quick run to the highs. -2 standard deviation. Bounce, wick, and continuation higher. Although, we may not get filled. So, let's see here. What's the volume indicator's name? It's a volume profile. So I have 2 volume profiles on. Fluffy. Tried shorting for some reason. Gonna call it here. Down 420 on the day. Pretty much back to break even on the 50k eval. Drawdown is like $1,000. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Filled. I want to see a quick reaction off of this. So far, getting it. Quick reaction up. I want to see us wick. I want to see a close above like 45, really. Up by 45.50 would be a nice close for continuation higher. So we shall see. Decent reaction off of that level. I mean, took half a point in drawdown initially on the first move down, although we're coming back down to earth here a little bit. We shall see. Standard deviation channel flattening out, not what I want to see. Kind of invalidates that a little bit. So, fairly quick move to break even here is definitely on the table. We shall see. Yeah, very low drawdown fill, which we like. Kind of holding up at this level. We have VWAP as a little bit of protection, but we shall see. Sitting right at our entry, not taking a ton of heat, but, you know, took 2 points of heat, so we shall see. Would have played for a base hit, quick 10-pointer. We're looking for a little more. Yeah, coming down to VWAP might stop us out here. Quite a large slap off that. Ooh. Oof. Oof. Got hit. Well, that stinks. I wonder if... Oh, do we get bottom ticked? Basically. Basically bottom ticked there. Stop is always better than your entry, huh? It's gonna run and take the highs. Some selling did come in, so we had some size, selling with size. Actually, was that towards the lows? 26? No, selling with size in and around our entry, so that's what swept us lower. Yeah, I mean, sucks to suck, is what it is. Only risking 250, so manageable losses. Quite the slap? Yeah, quite the slap. That close is pretty rough, so we'll see what happens here. Although maybe it just pumps off of VWAP again. Close back above VWAP, so interesting. Yeah, eventually you get a little numb to it, right? Which is a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Oh, it's gonna do it to us, isn't it? Look at that. Maybe not. Anthony, I might dabble a little bit. Interesting. Sellers stepping on it. Buyers so far unwilling to come in with size. That's MNQ VWAP, so NQ VWAP's probably a little different. Okay, so we came down and tested NQ VWAP. Yeah. Bump, bump. Yeah, MNQ VWAP's kind of is slightly off. And price often follows the NQ, you know, VWAP compared to the MNQ VWAP. Interesting spot here. Slowing down a little bit. Yeah, one of those things, it does feel like it might roll over, but have I seen the news? Jaws, I have not seen the news. What's the news? Stop. Stop. Actually? Go Birds! Actually? Stop. You're not trolling, are you? You're definitely trolling. You're definitely trolling, dude. Oh my god, 17 minutes ago. Oh, we're so back. We're so back. Jaws, dude. Jaws. Dude, Philly has never been... Oh my god. Jaws, you're like... Maybe it's just because you came in here and gave us such great news, or me such great news, but like, I think I... Wow. Oh yeah, ESPN. LeBron chooses the 76ers. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, I'll tell you what. Philly sports... I'm in Jersey, but I can see the Philly skyline from where I live, so very close. OKC guy, LOL. He's 41. How long can he play well? I mean, the nice thing is we've built out a pretty decent team in the offseason already. I don't think it's not necessarily like you don't need him to be putting up 40 points a week. Seller's still stepping in here. Interesting spot. You don't need him to be putting up, Oh, okay. So what's up, Garth? Yeah, you don't need him to be putting up 40 every week, right? If he puts up 22 points, it's fine. You have the rest of the talent around him. It's more about, like, the direction, the leadership, right? Like, stuff like that. Dude, trust the process. We're so back. Jalen Hurts gonna dunk on y'all again. Even though everyone hates him, thinks he's bottom tier. Eagles look good. That's kind of a hot take, but... Dude, this is the best Friday ever. I just lost, Jaws, I just lost a quick 250 bucks. Don't even care. We're on to the Sixers, dude. Wow. And then we pump. What? Okay, now some sizable buying comes in. A lot of that selling started to get absorbed, and boom. This is gross. What am I looking at? We really got bottom ticked here? We really got bottom ticked here? Hey, whoa, whoa. Eagles' offense is a complete gimmick. Well, our gimmick won a Super Bowl. And, took the three-peat away from, Patty Mahomes and, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Made him cry on the bench when we were whooping him like 400-7. So... Sixers going to be scary this year if they're healthy. Yeah, man. Crazy offseason. Husband now. You're right. You're right. Taylor Swift's husband. Brought him to tears. Have you used a bigger number of bars for your linear regression lines? Or 2 sets of different lengths? I have experimented with that. In a higher ATR environment on the 5-minute, I have tried expanding this. So, like, I've tried looking at different time period ranges and fitting it to that. I've also tried, let's take a look here. Let's take a look, quick look. We can do it right now, actually. Tossing this on, like, because ATR is so elevated, like a 200 period. Right? Again, pretty self-confirming when it comes to indicators, right? Like, all indicators look pretty in hindsight. But... lifelong Knicks, Giants, and Yankees fan. Hey, man, sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear it. I know you got the Knicks, but... KC did get smacked. That is true. I don't know, something about Philly sports is like... I mean, I'm convinced. I know everybody hates our fans, right? We're booing at the home run derby, and we are like the most passionate sports city in the United States. Like, the atmosphere as a fan, tailgates, you know, it's like... Yep. Yeah, Todd. Yeah, the linear regression stuff's really cool. I mean, you can read it a lot of ways, but using it for context has been quite beneficial for me, so definitely a fan. All right, would we have... Where'd we get long? 15? So we'd have been looking for 65? Buffalo's fan base is gnarly too? Yeah. Yeah, Buffalo's fan base is gnarly. But that's more of like a, you know, football-only thing, right? Like, Philly is like that across the board, right? The Flyers, the... Yuri, no music? Oh, maybe it's just real quiet. Let me turn it up a little bit. You missed the default stream beats music? I think all ball sports are quite boring to watch. Hey, man. To each his own. Better? Cool, cool. That's insane. LeBron James, $88 million contract. Oh, 2-year, $8 million deal. Nuts. All right, let's see. Do we get up through 65 here? Do I get bottom ticked and we pull up through 65? Do I get bottom ticked here is the question. It's gonna do it to us, man. I mean, right idea. Definitely the right idea, but, wrong spot, I guess. Not a bad trade. I'm happy with the trade. I'd still like the trade. The 60 and take profit would be... Yeah. And we would have... Alright, well, we got bottom ticked. Ran straight to our take profit. That's cool, that's cool. That's cool. How are we doing on likes? Are we anywhere near what we need to get this giveaway going? Are we on pace here? What's going on here? Wicked you to break even and ran. Yep, story of my life. We're only at 55, 139 people in here. Coming into the start of the lunch hour. We can do way better than that. 200 likes and we'll get a giveaway going. So, we got some work to do. Hit the like button. Run it up. Drop a like. Agreed, Fluffy. Agreed. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, that sucks. I can't tell if I should be, like, excited or upset, right? Like, I get bottom ticked, and it runs straight to my take profit. It's Friday, we've had a good week. But, like, LeBron to the Sixers... I'm feeling all types of emotions right now. Alright. Give me one sec, guys. I'm gonna actually, Oh, I can't spell. Whoa. It's all set up there. Alright. Now you know. 200 likes. 200 likes. This movement stinks for your trading style. See you next week. Yeah, man. Get away from the charts. If you had a good week, take the good week and keep it pushing, man. Alright. How are we only at 64? I don't know, man. I guess people don't want to give away? I guess that's really what's going on here. You get like 6 streams a day, 17 hours of streaming, and you get giveaway opportunities in all of them. True. People are eating lunch. True. Click the button as soon as you join the stream. Second nature at this point. Also, yeah. There you go. Do we dare bid it again? Do we dare bid this thing one more time? 45. Do I dare? Or are we creating a range here? Alright, we're going to try one more time here. We'll bid 45. It's our stop at 20. One more time, see if we can grab a long here off that -2 standard deviation. Wick test might also be in play. True, yeah. Interesting. Did we come down? We did not come down and test that wick yet. Really got bottom ticked here and went straight up to our take profit. Actually ran through our take profit quite a bit. Before entering stream, hit the like. Before going to the bathroom, hit the like. Before eating lunch, hit the like. Before doing anything, hit the like. That a boy. I like that. Gotta text my buddy about Braun. Oh my gosh. I'm overwhelmed. Not sure about the 22 tick range chart. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you stare at it right in hindsight, it looks like you should be getting so many entries. I really do like to just use it for context, gauging, sizing pullbacks, stuff like that. It works really well in a trending directional market. It is hard to use when you're sitting through chop. ATR is coming down, by the way, down to 66.3. Testing the previous wick, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely definitely an interesting interesting tool. I found success with it, so. Later, Fluffy. Appreciate you hanging out. See you Monday. All right, well, it doesn't look like we're getting filled here. Unless, maybe a bit of a push down, but I could see us coming back down, tapping it one more time. Looks like it wants to run without us. So, bottom ticked here to get stopped out. Miss our entry by 3 points. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. That wick test would have played, though, at 50. Nice whole number. Wick test. A lot of volume put in here in the overnight session. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely composite. I mean, just being able to, you know, like, okay, we're trending up. The channel is sloped positively, and you can see kind of some upward movement, you know, versus the channel is rolled over, it's now horizontal, or it's flipped negative, even though we're in an uptrend, stuff like that. All right, did our little sign here on the top banner help with those likes, or are we still struggling to get going here on them? All right, 76, we're doing better. 55 might be an interesting bid. Value area high is probably the aggressive entry. What's that? That's 70. Yeah, value area high might be the aggressive entry, looking for a bounce into 600. Although, here's 600 now. Nice. Oh, you took that wick test, Loveman? Loveman? Wick test off of 50. GG's. Hey, green on a Friday is always nice. Closed at 80. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Man, bottom ticked. Pain. '60s. Kind of a choppy move up. I mean, once we got here, like, this is a mess. This is a mess. Put in a bunch of volume down here, but it's a mess. Closed / reversed. Nice. Who's green decided it. 188 per account wasn't good enough. Now you're down 350. Good thing is, had a break even Monday. Still green on the week. Did 20 points, 60 to 80. There you go. 60 to 80 rotation using the 22 range. Very nice. And it's just going to run. So, stopped out. Bottom tick. Runs without us. Taking the sentry off. One of those days, man. One of those days. Long 355 to 615. Very nice. You guys have taken any trades today or this week, really, that you want to show off or you want to talk about? Winners, losers, whatever it is. Toss a screenshot in Spec Trades. If you want to make a quick little video talking about it, toss that in Spec Trades too. It'd be great. We can go over it, take a look. We'll do that a little later. So, if you want a quick shout. Do I always wait for the channel to flip? I always trade in agreement with the channel. So, right, like if I can pinpoint some good momentum to the upside like this, I'm looking for a pullback into the -2 when the channel is skewed positively. I don't want to see the channel flatten out. I don't want to see the channel tilt negative. We saw the channel flatten out down here because it is a rolling channel, right? In hindsight, it looks great. It'll always correct itself because it is a rolling channel based on the previous price. So it is a lagging indicator, but I do want to see it skewed positively if I'm taking a long, skewed negatively if I'm taking a short. Generally, I want that to align with the trend, the local trend, and even better if that local trend aligns with the daily trend, which it does not today. We're looking at a reversal here, but yeah. Basically, just a tell that momentum is moving. We're kind of trending in a direction. You know, prior price is showing a strong trend. stuff like that. Okay. New highs. Test of 600. Well, it looks like missed it by a tick. That stinks. Oh, look at that. Huge, huge, huge block coming in. 232 at the highs. 28,620. So, yeah. Huge chunk of buying coming in at the size. 92. Big cumulative chunk of buying up here. Massive. I wish I had a good Trump impression so I could, like, you know? Yeah, trying to break through. Got slapped a little bit. Popped a bunch of that buying at the top. Kind of like we did at the lows, right? We came down here. Broke through the lows. Popped a ton of selling. And then buyer stepped in and started doing their thing. Quite an interesting spot. Set your 22 range chart using multiple EMAs, 34 and 21, RSI, stochastic RSI as indicators. Possibilities. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of different ways you can look at it. Like, I like the 22 range chart just because it isolates, it kind of isolates price. It's just a raw representation of price. 22 ticks a movement, 22 ticks a movement, 22 ticks a movement, 22 ticks a movement. So you can do some fun things with that. Do I dare long the 80s? Do I dare long the 80s? Looks a little heavy. Maybe try to take a safe bet and go with 70? How many? We're 3 minutes into this candle. Nah. I would like to see this be the... I don't like seeing the break above and then the continuation of this candle lower. 20 points off of 620. Nice. Like, what I would ideally like to see is... Yeah, more selling coming in. I would have liked to see us, you know, before taking these highs, come down, test this -2, and then rip into the highs, right? I don't want to see us come into the highs, see a ton of buying come in, take us nowhere, selling step in, and now come down into this level. Feels a little sketchy. Feels a little sketchy. Let's see. Would 75, 70 have held? The 80s have held. Exactly. Not bound by time. Yep. Yeah, take time out of it. You're just using 22 ticks as your unit size, but that is price at the end of the day. So it's just price being represented by change in price. $70 would not have been filled yet. Kind of getting slapped. I mean, definitely getting slapped off the top here. Could be an inside day. I saw somebody say that. Interesting observation here. More selling coming in. So this is kind of what happened at the lows, right? We saw buying. We saw buying break the highs, boom. And then selling step on it. Or the other way around. We saw selling at the lows and then buying stepped on it. Yeah, so like, definitely don't like when you get a candle close on that -2. Rather it be a candle open, wick down, move towards the draw on liquidity. I don't want to see sweep the draw of liquidity, close at the -2. That's screaming, to me at least, maybe this will start to flatten out, maybe we'll roll over. Looks like what we're seeing here. Sellers doing their thing. Although, small size buying, stepping in. Started the lunch hour too, so ATR is coming down, sitting at like 61, 62. Guys, we haven't even broke through 100 likes yet. What do we got so much work to do. We got like 2 hours. We're on pace with 86. But we got some work to do for sure if we want to get that giveaway going. It's Friday. I want to do a giveaway. Get someone a fresh account for Monday. More sellers coming in. Yep. So doing exactly what we said we didn't want to see. Swept the liquidity. Boom. Buyers come in. Break through. Sellers say nah. Looking like nice. I mean, that's a nice reaction off of IBH. Great trade if you took that. Closed down at the -2 and then turn this channel negative. There we go. GG's. More selling coming in. This looks just like the bottom. This looks just like the bottom to me. With that buyers right at the top, sellers step in, and now we're headed lower. Sellers at the bottom, buyers say no, step on it, push it higher. But we shall see. Not a bad close on this candle. If we close up here, flip it green. Actually, little 3-bar reversal look. We shall see. Who knows? Just realized my name has 2886. So 28K 860 has to play eventually. I mean, let's look at the daily. So, okay, so we, again, cannot close below this prior low. 860? Didn't pick it. I mean, it's just destiny, right? Sellers still piling in. It's just not going anywhere. Danny, what's going on? It is a happy Friday indeed. Braun to the Sixers. Braun to the Sixers. Very happy Friday. We did get bottom ticked for a $250 loss. And then it ran straight to our take profit, but Braun to the Sixers. So I would have paid way more than $250 for him to come to the Sixers, so it's fine. That 3-bar reversal looks like it might be setting up. We'll see. Sellers kept piling in, just didn't go anywhere. Tons of sellers piling in after that buying at the top. 2 years, $8 million. Yep. Yeah, Lambra, big Philly sports fan. Dude said, I'll do it for free. He's doing it for the love of the game right now. 2 years, $8 million? We got LeBron for like a chip. For like a bag of Doritos and like 2 nickels. Joel gonna play like 5 games though? I mean, yeah. He never plays more than like 5 games. It is what it is. Broken knees and whatnot. Yeah, so despite the bottom tick, having a great Friday. I would agree. Very happy Friday. Jaws came in and broke the news. Jaws broke the news like 5 minutes after it went live. What a sweetheart. It's only because I spam Go Birds in his chat every night when he's doing Globex. So he knows me already. Just buying. Trying. Okay. I mean, cheap long idea, right? Try to grab this, stop at the lows. Although, looks like it wants to go. Take one more stab long. Try it back into the highs. One more stab long. Try the wick test. See if we can get the wick test to play. Although this thing could very well flip red and just continue to flush. But I do like what I'm looking at here. Do we tap anything on NQ? Did we bounce off of anything? Not really. Let's see. Cheap trade. Stop, out of the way, below the lows, grab the entry off the wick test, play it right back into IBH. Like literally, basically IBH on the dot, actually. In terms of a risk perspective, trade lines up pretty well. Buyers look like they're slowly coming back. Sellers slowed down, so... Yeah, Bradley, I would agree with that. Does not play with what we're looking at on the 22 tick range, but... we shall see. Feeling a little aggressive here. Maybe it's the LeBron news. Maybe it's the bottom tick here. Not risking a ton, only 250 bucks. Okay, we're in. We are in. And I do think if we get a rip higher, do we just take it off at IB? Do we just take it off for 50 points at IB, or do we go for glory here? Channel is flattening out a little bit, which I do like to see. I want to see us reclaim 600. 600's we got to get above 600 and close above 600 is what I would like to see on this candle at least. I mean, ATR is 56, so we're sitting around 80s, so 600 is very doable. For the glory. For glory. I agree. For glory. How nuts is that? Channel just flipped. Yep, so channel's flattening out. Getting a little bit of, catching a little bit of steam here. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Sellers came in. Could not bring this thing lower. Buyers came in here. Buyers will get back in the money if we break the highs. Let's see it run. Like to see it run. Yep, channel's flipping. Seller's still trying. We'll be pretty quick to break even here if we get above 600, I think. A close above 600 and I'm moving break even. We shall see. Only risking 250 bucks. Great spot for stop placement, so. I do not like that. Looks decent for continuation, so let's take a stab at it. Where are those buyers? Where are those buyers? It's not doing a whole ton here, which I don't like. Sellers. Sellers showing up. Selling's getting absorbed. A lot of selling getting absorbed. Not really moving price too much. Not a ton of orders with size since we got this entry. There's one. There's some buying, okay. Little bit of buying with size. We like that. 38 on market. Do not want to see it close here though. I want to see it close green. Like I said, I want to see us up at like 600. At least let us get this stop to break even. Channel is now firmly flipped positive. We're dilly-dallying. Super choppy since the beginning of this move was super clean. Right? The beginning of this move up was super clean, and then we ran into VWAP and we got super choppy. Okay, testing the -2. Bad close. Horrible close for us. Horrible close for us. And stopped out again. Yikes. One of those days. One of those days. Oh yeah, look at that. Watch it run now. Watch it stop us and run once again. Wow. That's gross. Look out below. A sad day for glory. A sad day for glory indeed. Start of that candle, sellers just came in and put their foot on the gas. Not a ton of size. A lot of small size coming in. Yuri, you take any trades today? How you doing? Yeah, Anthony, toss them in there. Make sure if you put anything in spec trades, make sure things like, yeah, at least I got at least we got LeBron. Make sure you put something like nice short. GG's. I'm glad one of us made money. If you put any trades in spec trades, make sure price and time is visible in your screenshot, just so I can tell where we're at, what we're doing, what kind of trade it was, you know? Sometimes people will send a little square, like right here, just this box, and I can't tell what's going on. Oh, short vid? Cool. Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah, the more the merrier. Toss them in there. We'll go over those in a little bit. Gotcha. I mean, that's cool. 176 likes in honor of the 76ers. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, 176 is definitely within reach. Where are we at? Sin in 91. Still haven't gotten over 100 likes. What's going on? You know, I could be game. I could be game. Bradley, you're appealing to my my Philly sports fan. You're tugging the strings in my heart. So, you know what? 176. We'll do 176. I like that. We did 150 yesterday. You guys got it. We did 200 all week. No, we couldn't get to 200. So split the difference. Toss one on there. 176 in honor of LeBron coming to the Sixers. If you're from Cleveland, sorry, not sorry. Watch 175 happen, but not 176. Yeah, right? Miami was in the lead as one of the favorites. Well, apparently not, because he came to the Sixers. Sorry, that was super sassy. My bad. Hella fun. Sorry about that. Yeah, Bradley's out here campaigning. Alright? Y'all gotta run up the like button. He's out here doing his job. Some sass today. Hey. Another point of control move. Yeah, that is. Let's see point of control on NQ. Like actual point of control. Yep. Mitch, what's going on, bro? You trading today, Mitch? What do the numbers mean, Mason? Just took off a banger? Moved up from 500 to the 540s, yeah. I mean, a ton of volume up here now, right? Lost a little bit from the 2,900 down to 2K, but the trailing drawdown's at a full 2K. So, hope it's still there. Yeah. Just dropped another banger. Sweaty's Dojo. Fib guy. Big fib guy. Let's look at it. I'm going to spec trades in a little bit. Oh, the Doji. Doji. Let's take a look-see. I see Tradeify. Yup. Very nice. Very nice, sir. Yeah, Delta rolled over hard here, too. Minus 15K on the day? Is this NQ? Yeah, it's NQ. Minus 15,000 Delta? Zero drawdown. Very nice. GG's. Yeah, Delta's nuts. Button right up against volume point of control here. $200 trading a single micro. Definitely, yeah, seeing the field. There you go. Delta was not a fan of the 76ers, apparently. True. True. They don't like us. We don't care. Are we thinking a retest of VWAP again? I mean, it's within reach, right? It's, you know, we're not too far off. Definitely within reach. $60. Yeah, drop a GG's for Mitch. $20 to $80, $20 to $80. Well, there's 20. Coming down into VWAP now. We're trying. Accountability partner. There you go. Speaking of, for everybody that's paired up, how you guys liking it? You guys chatting? You talking? It's like day 2 of the accountability partner stuff. Do you already hate your accountability partner? Where are we at? How's it going? Definitely talking. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think it's you know, it can be I think it'll be super useful for a lot of people to you know, just find some common ground. Work through trading. Hate the version of yourself that keeps messing up. I mean, I feel that, right? Like, it sucks taking a loser, but at the end of the day, you know, you're going to take losers almost just as much as you take winners. Like, a good trader takes losers and, you know, it keeps it moving. It's very, very, very hard to, especially when you're in the groove, right? And you're taking winner after winner after winner, and the balance is just going up. It feels like that's what you should be doing. But that is a complete misconception. You should not just be winning. You should be winning and losing. And, you know, it's a general up and to the right, but that includes taking losers. Back to VWAP. So, new to trading, not sure what you're doing. When's a good time to buy and sell? You know, that's the million-dollar question, huh? Don't have an answer for you on that one. I don't think any of us do. That's the funny thing. A1 or A10? Any tips on trading? I can certainly give you some tips, maybe some advice. Are you trading with props? True. Big brain. 10 head, Todd. Good time to buy and sells when the market is open and not closed. Smart man. Buy high and sell higher. You're on Top Step. Your buddy does it. Yeah, my advice, if you're new to it, there is a ton of content out there. If you look on the channel, Matt has like dozens of videos breaking down, you know, how prop firms work, breaking down how, you know, like how he's taken trades in the past, all that good stuff. A lot on the psychology of trading. So check out some of the videos on the main channel. That being said, link in the description, tbm.gg, if you have any questions with props, stuff like that. Check that out. It's also in the pinned comment, so hop in there. If you want to talk trading, see people talk trading, hop in the Discord. It's free. We just, you know, post our winners, post our losers. What I can say is, if you're new to trading, keep your size small, right? When I started out, I want to make $1 million. I want to make $300 a day, so I don't have to go to work. I want to make a ton of money. Don't chase that. Take the chance and the time to learn. It's frustrating because, you know, we're looking at these numbers and there's $1 million here, right? You know, you could make $2,000, you can make $1,000. Don't chase the numbers. Trade in small size. So if you're trading the Nasdaq or you're trading the ES, trade, especially when you start out, trade the micros. If you look on the top left of my screen, trade the micros, not the minis. Liam, should I only be dropping screenshots in the other channel? I feel like putting it in trading chat may have been wrong. No, I mean, if you drop something in trading chat, like a screenshot, Spec Trades was created, and I know with Matt, just because so many people are there in the morning hanging out, he tends to only go through and do videos. With us, drop a video, drop a screenshot, whatever you want to drop it in the Spec Trades, and we'll take a look. Videos are great. Videos are sick, so if you make a little video, you want to talk about it, you want to do a little commentary, heck yeah. If you don't feel like doing all that, just drop a screenshot in Spec Trades. Point of control at 500 now. Did it? Yeah. Point of control came back down. Basically on VWAP. Interesting. So yeah, A10, just patience, man. Nice and small to start. $50 days are, you know, are huge. And then as you learn, as you consume some content, as you figure out your own trading style, you can size up a little bit, explore different props. So take a look at the resources we have. Definitely check out some of the main channel videos. Bookmap's a great platform to understand market dynamics, worth looking into. Micros, absolutely. After 6 months of paper trading, yeah. Yeah. Consistency is the goal. Just spend time looking, right? Like, if you don't really know what you're looking at, just spend time sitting. You don't need to be placing trades or taking trades. Just watch, learn, get a feel for how the markets move, get a feel for what moves the markets. Learn indicators, learn VWAP, learn volume profile, maybe learn initial balance, key levels, stuff like that. And you can start to kind of build out your identity as a trader on top of that. But as you go, take your time. Todd. Yeah, even paper trade. Yep. Get a 50K paper account, see if you can get to that $3,000 target before moving over. Yeah. Props are nice because they make the barrier to entry really inexpensive. Paper's even cheaper, right? All right, restaurant's calling. Yo, Yuri, send me a... Bring home something. Bring something home for me. Send me some food. I could use lunch. See you Monday, or maybe on the weekend. Yep. Yeah, it took me like a year. It took me like a year to really kind of start to piece it together. Inside day, perhaps, huh? IB to IB. Boom, boom, boom. Interesting. I want to see us close. I'm curious where we close, like a close below. Todd Lewis, well, it's Friday and the gas station street tacos are calling your name. Be careful with that. That's, sounds like a thing. What's the fib saying? You know, I think... Finally at the point where I can see consistency. Not there yet, but you see it. Yep. Yep. I mean, good on you for even recognizing that, right? So, like, the fibs. Hold up. Let's do it. Why do they project to the left? Why can't I... Am I able to, like, change that? Array? Show price. There we go. Okay, that's the fib tech. Okay, we're at the 61.8. Whatever that means. Just prior open up here. These lines are freaking me out. Time on the charts, paper trading at first, once you have a basic understanding. Get a 25K, trade 1 micro, slow progress. Yeah. Another 60 bid? 60s. So is this considered the golden zone or whatever? In between 61 and 50? Facts. Mitch is spreading the good word of prop trading right now. It is. passed your first account ever. Thought it was easy. Blue funded so fast. Didn't pass another. No, that's like... I think that's most of our stories. I was, Yuri was asking how many accounts it took me to get funded and paid out. I think I looked, it was like 8. I have to look again. It was like 8 accounts. And then I passed, I took a payout, and I was like, this is the easiest thing ever. Why is everybody not doing this? Thought I found a free money glitch. And then spent the next year learning why it's not a free money glitch. This is not the golden pocket? Man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want the infinite money glitch to find me. So far today, we've found the infinite money deletion method. Infinite money deletion. The donation glitch, yep. Oh, I have it upside down. Do I? I thought because this was a move higher, I would draw it from the low to the high. Or would I draw it from the high to the low? Man. Hold on, hold on. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Now we're going to draw the low to the high. Okay. Make these rays. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's saying something. It's saying something. Don't understand it. But it's definitely saying something. Yeah, it was speaking another language there. Fib is its own... Side note, need intel to drop 10 points. You got... Are you swinging that, or you got options floating out there? What do you got? This looks rolly. Could be. Being conservative as you expect a test of the lows. You talking about the lows 200 points away? Are you talking like local? A few 0-day puts on Intel? Wild boy. Wild man. My favorite thing maybe on the internet is looking at 0 DTE accounts that go from like $10,000 to like $386,000 and then immediately back down to 0. Like when like somebody's Robinhood account looks like a meme coin. JD, I draw them myself. These are just lines, but I think you can type in like initial balance and you'll be able to find one probably in the community tab. Scouting shorts right now? Yeah, I mean, I don't like when we pull back into like the 50% of the range. I mean, here's an interesting spot, right? 500. I'm actually into that. Sell 500. Basically VWAP and volume point of control. Stop up here. I don't mind this. Tiki opening range. Yes, yes, that'll do it. You can set it for the first hour in. Down into this volume. We have volume down here. Quite a interesting spot. Did come up and tap that. +2 standard deviation. Some buying. Might be a little aggressive. Volume point of control here. VWAP here. Let's see. Don't get filled. Miss it by 5 points, and it goes 200 points lower. There we go. All right, filled. I'm going to be very quick to break even here if we get any movement down below 80. See how we do. Where am I targeting? Great question. Ideally, I typically do a 2-to-1, so looking for these 50s, basically a sweep of the lows and continuation down. But I think if we sweep the 50s, we have a ton of room lower. Means this wick. So, you know, I'll probably start trailing once we get towards the 50s. Although, looks like it's just gonna absolutely pump off that that 460 level. We shall see. Yesterday's low, yeah. I would love to see this thing close around the 80s. That would be quite nice, but don't know if we're getting there. Bounced off to 61.8. Yep. Sellers, where we at? There's a few. There's a few. Don't like that close. Yeah, not a fan of the close here. Yep. Looks like a little bit of a V-bottom. Boom. Could totally see that. If we flip this red and push down, I'm going to move to break even relatively quickly. Okay. Okay. Some sellers stepping in. Might be premature. Yeah, gonna go ahead and move that. Break even's fine. Break even here is fine. If we get a ton of momentum, I like this with a ton of momentum. I do not like this without. I want to see momentum. I want to see us sweep these lows. Otherwise, get me out of here. So I'm actually happy with this break even. Let's see. What I wouldn't want to see is us like come down here, kind of wick out, and then flip this back green. So break even it is. Exactly. Need to close below that like 420 for super hard selling. I agree. I think if we kind of accelerate down here, I want to see us just, you know, we need a strong push of momentum. Top of the hour, so we shall see, but not interested in sitting in this trade if we don't get good follow through. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, not totally chopping, so that's always nice. Not a sideways chop. Quite a lot of movement today. Up and down. Friday sell-off, breaking the lows. Hey. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Putting in the wick. I do not, like, imagine we put in this wick, close somewhere up here, like 85, and then continue higher. So, happy with that break even. The base hit's there. The base hit is there. So much selling stepping in, all absorbed. Look at that. Just not moving price. Sellers need to step up in a bigger way here if they want to continue to take this thing lower. I love chop. Simple, readable price action. That's crazy. You're like 1 in a million, my friend. Interesting spot. Buying, getting absorbed too. Putting up a fight. I think we get a strong reaction out of this area. I just don't know, you know, either way. Either we get a strong reversal or a strong continuation to the downside. So we shall see. 188 buyers coming in here. Okay. Interesting. 188 on the bid. Make bank and chop. I mean, hey. Buying weakness and selling strength, yeah. Like, okay, here's sellers. Okay, so I really do like this for a push down with momentum. You get your buyers trying to step in and support it. Sellers step up and say, nah, we're gonna continue lower here. So we shall see. A lot of size coming in again. I mean, last couple times we've seen sizable buying and selling kind of stack up like this. We saw that down here at the lows. We saw it up at the highs. Now we're seeing it here. So, red or green? Not totally sure, but I think we get a strong reaction either way we go. So, interesting spot. Top of the hour, end of lunch hour, so we shall see. This is Trade of 8. This is Trade of 8. Decent week for you, up 3,800. Think I'm just going to chill and enjoy the stream. Fighting the urge to trade. Yeah, $3,800 in a week. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't want to give any of that back, right? It's a sick week. Not like in... actually, don't mind this. Wicks get run, huh? Yeah, go ahead and hit that lockout. Up $3,800. I mean, that's a... I'd be... I don't know, but... Manual lockouts. Oh, okay. Told you. Crazy reaction out of there. Knew it. We were coiling up, ready to go. Knew it. Knew it. Strong reaction. Alright, well, don't like this. We were coiling up here. I could feel it. Although we should have done our normal risk to reward, because now, looking for too much, we're right on back. Yeah, you could feel with buyers stepping in and sellers stepping in size and price not going anywhere. I knew we were getting a violent reaction one way or the other. So price starts to load up. More sellers stepping in, more sellers stepping in. I mean, you know. Yep. No, I should have taken my normal 50 points. Being very greedy. We're looking for a 100-pointer here. Being very greedy on a Friday afternoon. In the middle of the daily range. Kind of crazy. Buyers have to defend this. Yeah, the 30s. I mean, I still like it. I still like it for 100 points. I still like it down to 28,400, but we shall see. I don't, you know. About halfway there. You can still move it up, LOL. True. True. What I definitely am going to do is, since we have 2 minutes left on this candle, if we get any type of price movement down kind of in the 20-30 range, I will move this to half my target, and that puts me flat on the day. So, I will be moving my stop into profit here as we go lower. So, yeah. Definitely will be moving this stop into profit around the 50s. Just because that puts us even on the day. And, you know, maybe we capture a little bit more of this downside move. Or we make back those losses. But I do not want to give it all back, so... Haven't dropped it here just yet. We shall see. Want a strong close. Really looking for a strong close here. 2 minutes left in the candle. Would like a close below 50. That'd be sweet. Substantial tariff on the European Union as soon as possible. Truth Social. Ah, that's fun. So maybe we just let this ride, huh? Just gonna say it, 80 to 20. It's been playing. It's been playing. Let's see 500 to 400. That's what I would love to see. I don't know. Weird tariff news. We'll see. Gonna get ready to move that break even here on the next candle. $20 seconds. Close below 50 would be sweet. And then if we close below 50, I'll move this stop down to 450. Very well might come up and tap it, but just looking for momentum. Weird Truth Social post. Quite a strong reaction off this consolidation, headed back towards the lows of the day. Okay. Great spot. As good a spot as any. Start moving that up. Worst case, we get stopped out. We're break even on the day. Make back those two losers. That's fine with me too. Well, might actually just get a bounce off of that and continue lower, right? Like that's a pretty logical move here. Let's see. Didn't SCOTUS didn't SCOTUS already rule that tariffs were no bueno? They did. What I saw rumors that they were talking about the way that they were imposed. I mean, it fundamentally comes down to the way they were imposed, I think. There's other strategies that they can use to try to impose tariffs. So, I don't know. All right. Stopped out. 50 points. $500. Back to even on the day. Still a great trade. Very happy with it. Very happy with that placement. I think that deserves one of these.
Here we go. Money talk.
We're hitting the oof button when we take stops. We got to hit that button when we claw it back. Kind of a crazy Friday for me. A little bit of a swing in the Tradeify funded here. Bottom tick stop, and then it runs straight to take profit. Looking for continuation higher, don't get it. And then nice 50-pointer. I mean, I wouldn't even mind still being in this trade. Like, yeah, that first trade stinks. I mean, we'd be up 500, sitting smooth, done for the day. Crazy bottom tick. No harm, no foul. We're up on the week. Neutral on a Friday. I'm cool with that. I am historically horrendous on a Friday. Historically horrendous on Fridays. So, be nice to get the same setup again. Take it one more time. Huh. Here's that +2. Get short again. Maybe I get short again here. No, that's crazy. But I could totally see, like in this move, come up, bounce off the +2, continue lower, come down to that 400 level. I wonder if that plays. If we didn't grab this short, I would I might have looked to grab short here. Kind of aligns with the way I like to trade. I don't know. Yeah, SUV. There is definitely something to be said about the end of the week, you know, like where your mental capital is at. And then also, you know, you have a whole week's worth of trades that that live in here, right? Twin, Fridays are my kryptonite. Yeah. No, happy to escape this one neutral. You know, because you're comparing it to, say you're up on the week. You don't want to give back your losses, or you don't want to give back your gains. Say you're down on the week. You want to recover those losses. You know, you're going into the weekend knowing you can't trade the next 2 days. It's like, oh, trade to, or live to trade another day. Well, we can't trade tomorrow. Ton of stuff. Currently in Google. All right. Back down to 2 micro contracts. Risk 40 from earlier. Minus 1100 to plus 300. That's a wild swing. It's a wild swing, comeback runner. Most of the wins were from NVIDIA. Was doing NVIDIA, Netflix, and SPY trades. Wild boys. Yeah, but SUV, like the end of the week, my brain's fried. You know, I've been staring at the flashing lights all week. So there is definitely something to say about, you know, mental capital, where it's at towards the end of the week, how you feel. Cool, Warren, we trade futures in here. I like to listen. Well, if you want to hang out and listen, be my guest. What I do require from you, though, is you got to hit the like button. Okay? A lot of selling coming in here. A lot of volume being printed today, man. A lot of volume. Anybody have a delta number for me? 100, yeah, ton of selling. All this, like, absorbed selling and buying, like, craziness. A lot of volume being transacted today, so Friday's trigger, your worst trading. Locked up 500 today, super weird for you. Well, get in, get out. Glad you, you know, being able to identify that, like, there's levels of trading, right? Like, it takes a long time to even be able to identify weaknesses and things like that. Like being able to understand that your trade performance looks worse on a Friday and what's causing that, I mean, that's part of trading in and of itself. So are the darker... Oh, so you're looking at the time of sales. So the darker transactions... So these are all transactions, right? So this 184, this 11 are both people offering or coming in on the ask on market. So it's you know, call this a market order short being fulfilled for 184 contracts. The difference between the blacked out bars versus the bars with color is these transactions didn't necessarily impact the bid or the ask. That -2, that +2 standard deviation bid, we tapped right off it, looking really good. Looking really good for continuation lower, maybe. A little late, but so if it's a blacked out bar, it means the bid and the ask did not change because of this transaction. If it is red or if it is green, green means somebody marketed in for 11 contracts and it impacted the bid and the ask. Red, same thing here. Marketed in short 11 contracts, impacted the bid and the ask. When it is blacked out like this, it's essentially getting absorbed by market. So you're seeing bids come in and getting absorbed. You're seeing offers coming in and getting absorbed on the bid and the ask. Ton of absorbed buying here. Well, maybe not. Coming back up. Flattening out the curve here. So essentially you're seeing, you know, absorption at market. Hope that makes some sense. Got off Top Step. My buddy's going to give me a rundown today. I'm going to keep the stream in the background, so I'm sure I'll learn a lot from you. Yeah, so A10. Take a look at the link in the pinned comment. tbm.gg. There's a full roster of the streamers. So subscribe, toss a like, you know, bookmark some of the streams. We have people running 17 hours a day, trading different styles, different indicators, different looks, different risk-reward structures, different philosophies. So there is a lot to learn if you stick around and, you know, hang out, meet some of the guys. I'm not sure where you're from, what hours you're trading, but we have trading all hours of the day. You want to pop in at 3 a.m., you can pop in at 3 a.m. Ria's trading the Asian sessions. So definitely sub to the channel. Check out some of the main channel videos if you're interested in any of the props. Matt just dropped a Tradeify video, so check that out. Trying to pass my first account. Profitable crypto trader, getting used to the index trading. A big task. Yeah. I mean, Felonious, crazy name, by the way. Are you new to the channel? So Matt actually started out crypto trading way back in the day, Crypto Matt, and then eventually moved over to futures. Crypto Matt. Thanks. Yes, just found you. Well, like I just said, talking to A10. We have traders all day trading different perspectives, styles, risk-reward structures. I mean, in 40 minutes here, I'm gonna kick the stream over to Danny, and he'll be trading Power Hour. So, a wealth of knowledge, a ton of entertainment, fun time, hanging out. We go over trades in the Discord. If you hop in the Discord, you can ask questions with the props, whatever you got. Yeah, Discord, bottom of the screen, tbm.gg/discord, or in the description if you want to learn about who's streaming, when we're streaming, a little bit about us, how long we've been trading. If you want to get the best deal on any of the prop firms, tbm.gg/Liam. Nice, beautiful picture of my face on there too. That's how you started crypto in 2017. Yeah, a lot of people that like OG like crypto space in 2017. 500 more to pass the Lucid Pro eval. Keep scalping or taking a break? Frank, how many days have you been trading? I don't have the answer for you. How many days in are you on the eval? And where are you at today? Are you up or down? because there's plenty of days next week and plenty of days the week after that and plenty of days the week after that. Hop in, take some trades, do your thing. Or lock it up, go into the weekend, have a great weekend because you're up. Day one on this eval. Got plenty of time, my man. Don't gotta force it. Don't force it to force it. If you like the trades you're seeing and you like the price action and it aligns with how you trade, maybe. But don't take entries just to take entries because you need that $500, right? And if you feel more comfortable locking it up, going into the weekend and starting fresh on Monday, do that. Yeah, but for all you new guys popping in here, hanging out, transitioning over from crypto or looking into, trading your first props, definitely toss a sub to the channel. Check out the main videos. Follow the links in the description. Get in the Discord. There's tons of us. We're going to go over some trades here from some of the guys in chat. So if you guys have taken trades today. Darren, if you go into the description or the pinned comment on the... let me see here. Pinned comment, tbm.gg/Liam. Pinned comment in chat. Pull that up. And then you can either go into the different props we're trading or look for the schedule. Drop a sub on the channel for alerts. That point of control confluence was golden. You're in the Discord? Very nice, very nice. Welcome, welcome. Hey, there's a ton of us in there. We're always hanging out. Dropping trade, dropping artwork. Cool stuff like that. Darren, if you're trading any of the props, code TBM gets you the best discount. You have any questions? There's a ton of information on that site. And we can talk about it here too. You can ask in the Discord. Ask people's preferences, stuff like that. So, welcome. Welcome, welcome. 66 retest. Happy I got out of this trade. If I was still sitting in this, I'd be quite annoyed. Very glad I moved this. Very glad I traded it the way I did. Kept the target at 4. Moved the trailing. For like the 18th time. Yeah, man. We are kind of hovering basically right at the 50%. I mean, 50% of the daily range, so. Three trades today. Bottom ticked for 250. Ran straight to our take profit. Tried to grab a cheap trade, knowing that a break of these lows invalidated us. And it did quite indeed invalidate us. Found a way to get back in following that. Liam, I see you have the tape for both NQ and MNQ up. I was wondering about having two of them up at the same time, but one filtered to 5 and the other to 20. Catch the small stuff and the bigger. Yeah. I mean, so I'm filtering these are both NQ. This is both NQ tape. So I'm filtering NQ's tape 10 and 1. Yeah. So it's NQ, and I'm filtering anything bigger than 10 and any trade. So I'm essentially doing that, right? I'm looking for... All right, because you can look at the tape and you see, oh, red, that's selling, green, that's buying. Cool. You can see size. Cool. What I like when I run, a filter 10 or greater and just the 1 is exactly what you're saying. Being able to identify, okay, is the selling or buying coming in size? Or is it coming in small size, right? So are we getting an orderly buying coming in and we're trending upwards? Or are we getting these, big chunks of buyers, big chunks of sellers, 128, 188, 178. And so in this trade, we were pretty able to identify, that momentum because we saw size coming in and we saw price not doing a whole bunch. And then we got that pop, that tweet, boom. Down at the lows earlier, I was actually dropping it in Discord earlier. In Discord, I noticed, and I dropped 2 screenshots in Discord this morning during Matt's stream. I saw a ton of sellers come in here at IB. Broke through the lows with a ton of sellers. And then immediately, off of like this 260 level, a large chunk of buyers followed up with a ton of small size buying. And then the small size buying just did not stop, right? So it's like that absorb selling. You get this sellers, boom, sellers pop in, buyers say, nuh-uh, take a stand, you know, follow it higher. It's kind of a similar way to the way Jaws trades. He just has the delta bubbles, right? So he's looking at the delta bubbles. So he would have had a bubble here saying, you know, 186 cumulative sellers came in. And then, 200 cumulative buyers came in, price is higher, maybe we get that continuation. Same deal with the top. Basically the opposite today. We saw, when we talked about it live, ton of buyers popped, broke through initial balance, then immediately sellers jumped on it and said, nope, defended it, pulled it back down. Tick Rider, what's your definition of a cheap trade? So, a cheap trade to me is, all of my trades are based in a 2-to-1 risk-reward setup, so I'm always risking $250. A cheap trade to me would be something like this, where, you know, I can grab an entry here, and a break of these lows aligns with that $250. So if we break this, right, we break these lows, it invalidates a move to the top, at least in my mind. And you can quite literally see, like, once we broke these lows, this trade was invalid, right? This long, completely invalid the moment we broke these lows. So being able to get into a trade where, okay, I'm looking for 50 points, risking 25. Well, I got in here, 25 points perfectly aligned with the lows, 50 points perfectly aligned with initial balance high. So, yeah, that is a crazy name, by the way. So, you know, being able to get in cheap, if we don't get invalidated, a move back to the highs is there. If we do get invalidated, we do. So, yeah, this is wild. Who's trading those? Who's trading that fib level? You know what I did not like earlier? Right as I got into this trade, somebody goes, "Oh yeah, that's the 61.8 fib. It's gonna bounce." I was like, "Uh oh." But we got the follow through we wanted. Now it's bouncing. Good thing I did not hold out for 400. We took that 50 points. Buyers with size stepped in here. I'm a felon in a trade, and I mess up all the time. Fitting name, I guess. I'm at the 50 fib, sitting above break even on my stop right now. A lot of fib traders, man. All right, how many likes are we at? We have 30 minutes. We've had this like goal set all day. 176 likes in honor of LeBron signing with the 76ers. Go Birds. We're at 114. Got a little bit of time left, 30 minutes before I kick you guys over to Danny. And we trade Power Hour with him. I'll be hanging out in his chat. You know, I think 176 is doable. I think you guys can get there. Stopped break even at 66. Could have been pretty. Man, you were talking about those six... you got stopped here on this guy? No, stopped on this wick, I would assume. That 66 would have been pretty. Looked like a nice reversal, too. It's unfortunate. I mean, right idea. Took risk off the table. Break-even's a winner. I know it doesn't feel like a winner. To me, break-even's a winner. Alright, boys. Let's, we got 30 minutes here. AJ, we had a ton of people like the stream in the beginning. They aren't here now. Tape is lighting up. Yeah, man, this is it's like a Christmas tree. So a lot of volume today. Does anybody have a Delta number for me? Somebody sent a picture with Delta earlier. It was like negative 15,000. I would love to see a Delta number with all this movement. Learned a long time ago, it's not about making money, it's about not losing it. Exactly. I'll preach that. Minus 16... minus 1600. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the heck kind of delta. I was looking at a picture earlier somebody sent in the Discord. It said minus 15,000. I was like, what? AJ, I still have hope. I still have hope for you guys. Yeah, it resets. Exactly. Mine resets too. It's like, did you start it at the beginning of the day? That's why cumulative delta is a little weird. It's like from the time you set the charts. Bradley, I'm back. Welcome, welcome. See, I mean, look at this. Even more. So we get all that, we get that chunk of buying. Boom, seller step in. A lot of volume being conducted in here today. Jay. Jay. You know what? We've been talking in chat for like the last week. Thank you for correcting me. Been calling you the wrong name the whole time. Ajay. Not AJ, Ajay. Got it. Got it. Locked in. Appreciate that. It's kind of sick. Sellers hitting the tape. Adjacent without the cent. One single J. J. Yes, one single J. All right, let's take a look here. Look in spec trade, see if anybody tossed a trade in there for us to look at. I think Anthony said he was going to make a quick little video of one of his trades, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Oh, we got a ton in here. Okay, okay. Not looking good for 176. No. No. All right. Let's see. Ooh, Mr. Yuri. All right, what do we got here? 50 points. Trusted the range. Mr. Yuri. Let's look at some artwork here. I like it. Let's see. Got long on that push down. Basically long from where I got short just prior. So he got long here, it looks like. Or are we looking at the wrong? I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, hey, 50 points, good trade regardless. Anthony all the way down at the bottom. Got it. Good call. Good call. Good shout. All right. So we got a picture. All right, so we're gonna go picture first and we'll do the video. So he's tossed some text on here to give us a bit of an understanding of what he's looking for setup wise. This is cool. All right, see this right here, this is perfect. 20 EMA setup. Okay, so we've been trading below the whatever the red EMA is. Bounce back up into, bounces off the 20 EMA setup. Find some support here. Took this trade at 80 for 20 points. So let's see, got long down here. Got long right here at 80. Nice. Up to 600 for the 20 points. Very nice. Trend is strong. I trade the 20 EMA. Retest when previous low high is broken. Yeah, this is, I mean, 500 volume. Crazy. Ah, and there's the delta divergence. Okay. So break a structure, test into the 200 or the 20 EMA, then breaks those lows, and we get delta divergence. Look at this. Yeah, this is nice. Sick. If all of you guys, when you're sending stuff in spec trades, short video, nice chart, toss some words on there, quick explanation, awesome. So you get the delta divergence, we break these lows, bounce off the 20 EMA, break the lows, delta divergence, take it for 20 points. Very nice. Come back down, test that 20. Still trading below the red EMA. What is the, Anthony, what's the red EMA? I'm curious. What are the, I know you have the 20 as the yellow. What are the two other EMAs? What's the green? What's the red? $20 points hits so well on the volume chart. That quick base hit. Yeah. Base hits, baby. Tap off the 20. Continue. Come back down. Break these new local lows. Is there... Red is 20 EMA low. Okay. Gotcha. Tap it again here. Come back down. I'm assuming we get some delta divergence down here, or we just sweep these lows. Tap the 20. Tap the... Sweep the lows. Tap the 20. Missed this short. I mean, this is a bit sketchy here, too. Like, I don't know if I'm seeing a sweep of the lows and come back up and tap. 20 EMA hits well on the volume chart. Got you. Trailed too tight on the long. I mean, this is cool. This is cool. Anthony, thank you for marking this up. This is what we like to see. You see a lot of volume coming up here, too. Ton of volume at this low before it's broken. Interesting. Alright, so we got a short video. Is there audio on this, or is this just like a little how the trade played out? Or do you walk us through some of this stuff? Word, good shout. And, oh. The heck? Whoa. Try to get this video pulled up for you. That's the media player just said you got to pay 99 cents for the HVEC extension? What the heck? Oh, big slap off of 40. That's you in the background. All right, let me re-pull up Discord. I don't know what I'm doing here. Don't have to show the vid, it's all good. Is that just you walking through all those same levels? Sick, man. Thank you. Shows the divergence trade. Got you. Oh, look at this one. Look at this banger. Banger out of Luke. Wild. So trades in the overnight, or I guess London session. Video's like 4 seconds long. Got it. Yeah, I've never seen the Windows Media Player say you got to pay 99 cents for an HVEC extension. I'm like, what? That's crazy. It's a nice trade pre-market and just caught the direction early and just wrote it down. Love that. Big slap here. Big slap here. Buying, drying up, selling, coming in. See, was this part of that? 58,513. What time? A lot of selling coming in. Back to 66. Interesting spot. Chat. One, if we think we're gonna... One, if you think we see initial balance high first. Two, if you think we see initial balance low first. I'm curious. Let's get a poll in there. Still holding for T2. One, for IBH first. Two, for initial balance low first. SUV said, screw IBL, we're going low a day. And then he said, 1. I mean 2. I'm like, what? Kind of glad you trailed right now. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I trailed, right? I was looking for a 100-pointer. Glad I trailed and took the 50. Yeah, SUV. I was like, what the heck is going on? 1, 1. A lot of ones. A lot of ones. I mean, we are closer to the high day, so, you know, we're above that 50% of the initial balance range. Did the same, looked for 100, but got 50. I mean, 50 points is 50 points. We like a 50-point trade. We like a 50-point trade. Was it yesterday or the day before someone said we'll go to 25,600 as a typo? I think that was yesterday, and then we scrolled out and took a glimpse down here into hell down below. I hope we don't end up down here. IDK, how y'all hold for that long? Have a hard time holding 20 to 25 points? It really comes down to, I think, sizing. Like, what allows me to hold that is sizing based on ATR. If I'm in a mini, and ATR's up at 60, I don't want to hold it for more than 25 points. You know, that's crazy. We're whipping around, we're moving, quick price action. But if, you know, ATR's down below, or if ATR's, you know, well above 40, and I toss in 5 micros, it gives me a little bit of room. And I think a lot of the way I trade comes down to trying to put a lot of my focus is in like bidding these levels and looking for pullbacks, and playing these, you know, round numbers, is I'm looking for an entry that plays defensively. I want to get in, I want to take a couple points, and I want it to be in my favor, right? I want to use point of control and VWAP as defense, or I want to use a scaled pullback as a quick entry in defense higher. I want my stop out of the way. I want my stop out of the way. I want to move to break even. I want to sit there and be comfy. I do not want to be in a lot of drawdown. And if I am going to end up in drawdown, you know, my stop's at a point that invalidates the trade. Decent sized absorption? Yeah. I mean, that gotta, yeah. Absorb selling. Absorption in the small size too. Especially after such a big move here, but Felonious Trader. Shoo. Started the day at 49K on your 50K. Made 600. Really trying to get back to 50K so you can start fresh Monday. Yeah, I mean, hey, up $600 on the day. That's a win too. Don't, you know, chasing profit, chasing these targets, it's a slippery slope. Trade your system. Where are all these likes at? I want an account. I agree. I don't know. Is this the afternoon session after Matt? Jaden, the link, pinned comment, tbm.gg/Liam. You can see all of the streamer schedules. So we're trading new props. There's links to all those props. Code TBM gets you the best discount on any of them. You can also check out tbm.gg/Tradeify, Apex, TPT, all that good stuff. Lucid. But head over there. It's in the description. You can find a full breakdown of the streamer schedule as well. Information about myself or the other streamers. So in 15 minutes here, I'm going to be passing you guys over to Danny. So I trade the lunch hour each and every day, Monday through Friday, right after Matt gets finished. Danny trades power hour Monday through Friday. Not tonight, because there is no Globex open tonight, Friday. Happy weekend. Jaws kicks us off Sunday evening for the Globex Open, trades Sunday through Thursday. So he trades the Globex Open until for like 5 hours. Rhea comes in 3 a.m. Central. She's trading the Asian sessions overnight. Leads us into Jamie, who trades London pre-market, and then right back into Matt for his regularly scheduled stream. So lots of new stuff. Lots of new stuff with the channel. Check it out. Oh, here we go. 200 sellers. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the nice thing about this, you know, again, in hindsight, this standard deviation channel looks beautiful. But what it is nice at is, I mean, looking back at the last 100 candles of price, giving you a fairly, you know, just giving you a spot where maybe the trade's invalidated or kind of some natural drift up and down. Help you understand the chop and the candle sizing and the ATR and how it all moves together. Alex Boyd. Oh, you okay. ATR on Tradeify, don't see it. Yeah, just regular ATR. I use the 14 period ATR, so we're sitting at 45.7. Buyers trying to hold the line here. I mean, you got to think, right? For buyers, after this bid up, you got to defend this thing. Don't want to see it come back down into a lot of this volume that we printed. Don't want to see... If I'm a buyer, I don't want to see 400. I don't want to see a sell-off towards the end of the day. A lot of size coming in, so... Quite a battle today. Quite a battle today. Journal on my trades. Mind if I toss you this trade that I'm in? Call it as I see it. Would like some feedback. Trade supply and demand price action. It's okay to send it. If you're in the Discord, send it in spec trades. If you're not in the Discord, tbm.gg/discord. Or if you look at the bottom of the screen, it's right there. Hop in the Discord and look in the spec trades tab. I'll take a look at it. Make sure things like price and time are in there. We only have 15 minutes left in stream, so we'll take a look there, and then we'll do some housekeeping here. What's my threshold? Above 50, you keep it micros, and then under, I risk a mini. I use 40. So anything above 40, I trade 5 micros, half size, with a fixed 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And anything under 40, I trade a mini. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm looking for the same same dollar value and take profit. I'm just expanding my stop loss by 2 and expanding my take profit by 2. So looking for 50, risking 25 when I'm at half size, above 40 ATR. When ATR is below 40, risking 12.5 points, trying to get 25 points. Good way to make sure I'm not over leveraged with how quick the market's moving, right? Keep my stop out of the way. Lets me trade the same style of trade, the same system, no matter how quick the market's moving. Looking for similar sized pullbacks and stuff like that. It's a 14 period ATR. I think that's default on Tradeify. Not quite sure. Appreciate you guys hanging out all day. Seen a lot of familiar faces. Seen a lot of new faces, too. So, got everything in there. Throw it in spec trades. Handle on Discord. Phantom_K. Got it. Started using the time and sales on my chart. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, no matter what you're using, how you're trading, all this stuff's just context, right? And, you know, you can look at it a ton of different ways, trying to understand what's going on. Using the tools at your disposal as a bit of context for price, and trying to make an informed decision and take an entry that you think is more probable. So happy some of you guys are trying new things, trying stuff out. It's a learning process. Sometimes stuff sticks with you, sometimes it doesn't. I've been hanging out in Jazz's stream, in Danny's stream, looking at, you know, the ways they trade. Super different than the way I trade. They look at, you know, Danny's looking at key levels. Jaz is looking at, you know, a lot at the DOM, looking at level 2 stuff, buyer absorption, seller absorption. So I'm learning new stuff too, hanging out with these guys. So, really cool concept here. Really cool concept here. I've been having a blast streaming. I know, the other guys have too. Sounds like you guys have been enjoying it. Appreciate seeing the regulars in here. That's super cool. Now all we need to do is run up the like button a little more so I can do more giveaways, because I want to give you guys accounts. I want to give you guys accounts. It's the only thing we got to work on. Composite have been enjoying it for sure. Yeah, I've seen you in everybody's chats, hanging out, talking. I'll tell you what, super nice when you're trading too, just to have something in your ear, something to distract you. Something to keep you from clicking that button when the little, you know, the guy on your shoulder is saying go short. When the guy on your shoulder is saying toss 10 contracts on. Albert, first time here? Well, first time here, make sure you're hitting the sub button. Make sure you check out the link in the pinned comment, tbm.gg/Liam. All the information on me, the other streamers, the props we're trading. Follow any of those links. Check out the props. Code TBM gets you the best discount always. Having trouble managing the chart on Tradeify. Can't get the same flexibility for zooming, panning. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely limitations when it comes to that. All the platforms are slightly different, so... Pretty modular, though. Pretty modular on here. Alright, let's take a look. I promised I would take a look at... We're looking for Phantom K, Phantom K, Phantom K. Did you throw that trade in spec trades? I'm not seeing it. Still in it. Well, we only have 8 minutes left in the segment, so if you want to toss a screenshot and you're still in it, we can T1 hit. Here you go. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've been hanging out in this trade for a minute here. Regular charts. These are all regular charts. This is a 22 tick range chart, and this is a 5 minute. And then I just cycle through ES, MNQ. I'm using, if you go into chart settings, volume profiles, ATR, and VWAP. And if you look at the chart settings on here, I'm using the daily volume profile and the market depth. It gives me both volume profiles, and I'm charting my own initial balance, time and sales on here. They render a little differently. Preferred the legacy charts. Yeah, a lot of people do, actually. A lot of people are fans of the legacy charts. All right, gentlemen, we have 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left. If you're not already subscribed and you're new, a lot of new faces here this afternoon. Click the subscribe button. If you want to see more of me, you want to meet some of the other streamers, pinned comment in chat, tbm.gg/Liam. Go there. Beautiful picture of my face. Gigantic picture of my face. A little bit about me, how I trade. And you can click on the streamer tab and find details on all of the streams, times we stream, all that fun stuff. If you have any questions about the props we're trading, we traded a Tradeify account today. Doing tons of giveaways. We have a like goal for every session, doing a giveaway. I'm sure Danny will be doing a giveaway in a little bit, so when you get over there, like his up. He'll be trading Power Hour. Make sure you're checking it out. That's crazy. Make sure you're checking that out. Other than that, if you're not in the Discord, we've been going through trades all day, looking at each other's trades. Recently, everybody's been partnering up, accountability partners. So that's cool, finding people to talk their trades through with. Danny's been working on a journaling template. A lot of us are using that, so bother him for that. CFDs are an option, a very popular option. This is what I've been doing for a long time. It's what I'm comfortable with, so it's, you know, I've had some success doing this, so why not continue? All right. That being said, I'm going to pull up the link to Danny's stream, start hitting you guys with that. Great Friday for me. Took 2 losers, took a nice winner, ended up break even. That's fine. Very green on this this week. Very happy with that. And Yeah, I will be kicking you over to Danny's stream in 5 minutes. So, give me a sec here. Let me grab the link. Start spamming that in chat. Make sure you head over there. Say what's up. He trades Power Hour. All right, there you go. Pity on the likes. Yeah, man, I want you guys to get the giveaway. Listen, they're not for me. They're for you guys. We got there yesterday. You know, I want to give away accounts. It's fun. Just shared the trade. All right, we got 4 minutes here. So let me pull it up really quick. We'll run through that. Wild. Wild. What am I looking at? Wild. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, so you're trading like areas of interest. Is this ICT stuff? Too bad you can't like more, you would. H1. I'm gonna be honest, I do not know what I'm looking at. Entry and retracement. Okay. Yeah. You trade very similar to Danny. You would love Danny's style. Expecting a higher low. Lower high, and then to T2. Did we get there? Where are we at? Are you out of that trade? Supply and demand and price action. You would love the way Danny trades. Definitely head on over there. He trades a very similar way. Areas of interest, supply and demand, and price. So check out his stream. I'm sure you'll have a lot of overlap. Good rejection off of that too. Yeah. Pull back and then continuation lower. Yeah, that is right up Danny's wheelhouse. So good timing, because if you guys head over there, you'll see a ton of stuff. Yeah. Crazy day. Crazy day today. A lot of price action. A lot of opportunity to make money. A lot of opportunity to lose money. Once again, before we head out, here is the link to Danny's stream. He should be going live any minute. Head over there, say what's up, hang out with him through the close. If you guys have any questions, tbm.gg/Liam. Pull it up real quick. If you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord. Great place, cool community. Hang out, it's free. tbm.gg. Code TBM. These are the firms we're trading. Best discount on any of the firms. Prop firm breakdown. Quick take, explanation. You can go more in depth if you go tbm.gg/Apex. And then a quick run through of all of the live streams. You can learn a little bit about us, find out what we're trading, what sessions, timing. Hop in. We did not get to the giveaway today. We were targeting 176 likes. We only got like 120. Where'd we even land? Where'd we land like-wise? Oh, we got up there. We got up there, 145. We got kind of close towards the end there. Danny is live. So before I push you guys over there, toss the link out a couple more times. Appreciate you guys hanging out all day. Really good week, green week. Reviewing trades, hanging out, yapping. LeBron to the 76ers. That's huge. Thank you, Jaws, for breaking that news for us. And if you guys are still trading, you're hanging out, you want to talk to Danny, hop in the stream over there. So, GG's, guys. Yeah, love 'em. Operator, appreciate you guys. appreciate you guys hanging out. Bradley, appreciate you guys. Businessland, I've been seeing you in here. Sergey, appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you Monday. As always, be smart, be patient, and enjoy your weekend.